Technology are now making higher quality education and delivering very, very important. The global university services actually deploy what we call advanced educational and learning technologies in order to provide educational delivery solutions to support the development, the delivery of educational programs and services of higher educational institutions. GUS assists universities in order to deliver what we call the University of the Future services. You see, the prediction is that in the next 15 to 20 years, the traditional university as we know it will not exist. In other words, technologies is going to influence everything about course development, program development, delivery, and all aspects of student lifecycle services of these universities. So GUS and its partners are actually involved in providing services in order to assist these universities in order to serve their students better in the 21st century. The global university services have been around supporting a number of universities in the area of the deployment and the rollout of technologies to support their learning and teaching services. GUS has been in existence for the past 3 years. It's a startup organization. Its foundation is similar to those of Udemy, Coursera, edX, which are also established by top universities in the world who have recognized the importance of the transformative impact of technology that is changing the whole landscape of higher education. We are not new in the area. We have in the past been providing various services under various umbrellas, and we actually experimented that in a number of universities. 3 years ago, we decided to consolidate into these services after all these lessons and experience that we got in the area. And I must say some of our partners are quite big names in this area. Stanford University, which set up Coursera, Udemy, and the others are all part of the same consortium of companies which spring out of the universities, designed particularly in order to provide technology solutions to support higher education delivery in the 21st century. You may recall that the African Union commenced the operations of the Continental Education Strategy for Africa. In other words, what you call the CESA 2016-2025. And a number of the provisions of CESA is to revitalize and expand tertiary education, given the growing population we have in Africa, is to strengthen linkages between the world of work and education and training system. Also is targeted at revitalizing and expanding tertiary education, research and innovation to address the continental challenges and also to improving the management of education system. They also talk about the harnessing of the capacity of technologies in order to improve access, quality and relevance and the management of higher education systems. The Association of African Universities have been mandated to implement the CESA 1625. We found out that some of the provisions of CESA 1625 cannot really be implemented without the use and the deployment of technologies. In other words, technologies can actually serve as a key driver for driving CESA 1625. Now that is also where GUS come into play, that African universities need to be assisted in one way or other to fast track the development and the use of this technology to support all aspects of their program delivery, which is where things are going now. As I said, in the predictions that the next 15 to 20 years, the traditional university, which have been around for hundreds of years, actually will not exist. So certainly, it's about time for African universities to really fast track on what we call the University of the Future services and technologies. Clients of GUS basically are the higher education institutions, those in Africa and elsewhere. Because GUS started in Africa we are laying some focus on African universities because quite a number of them are finding challenges in terms of rolling out these technologies to support their services and their activities. We have talked to a number of them, and we have done some what we call a baseline study to establish exactly the problem they are facing. So we're trying to work with the Association of African Universities to see how best we can be able to assist this university to fast track the development and the use of these technologies in order to support their activities. In the area of program development, program delivering, student life cycle services, research, innovation, and so forth. The technology is now available for the whole educational system, especially higher education, to be transformed. And we think that GUS and its partners can really assist a number of African universities to fast track on this. Sometimes people think that it's very expensive in order to do this transformation. It's not really. That's why we are bringing GUS knowledge on board. That yes, they may look expensive, but they're not, because it depends on how you roll it out. So GUS, with this number of years of experience, have done it in a number of universities. We think that we can assist a number of African universities to actually fast track the deployment of these technologies.